with a big focus on customer service. We build business the old-fashioned way.
Trust us to be your internet provider.
Trust us to help you find the right cable package for your viewing needs.
Trust us to answer your questions any time of the day.
Trust NKTelco to be on call. Deliver and make sure your service is tailored to meet your needs.
We serve commercial and residential customers to meet their communication needs. Trust us at NKTelco.
Trust us!
Welcome to NKTelco Sports. We are here at Ohio Northern University where the Wilmington Quakers take on the ONU Polar Bears. Today's game is sponsored by these sponsors: Four Seasons Drive-Thru, Klein's Napa Center, Stolly Insurance, Ohio Northern University, HCF Management, Norada Lanes, NKT TV, J&R Auto, Custom Audio Concepts, and Viva Maria Italian Restaurant. Our fine sponsors to bring you tonight's game. We're at Campoli Court on the campus of Ohio Northern University, getting ready for OAC basketball action between the ONU Polar Bears and the Wilmington Quakers. Just getting ready for the tip-off here. It's Bruns controlling, or almost Wilmington controls it. There's a three by Jones off the mark. Rebound by Bruns. Outlet pass stolen away. Wilmington the other way. Drive to the hole. Too strong. Wilmington controls it. Jones up tempo. Three ball. That's off the mark there by Jones. The ball will go out of bounds and will stay with Wilmington.
Kind of a rough start for the Polar Bears. A number of Quaker shots so far. Northern looking to push in transition. Bruns trying to outlet down the court, but good heads up play by Kristen Jones stepping in the way, and they've had about 2 or 3 more shots now. They're going to get another look at it as Northern yet to cross half court.
Wilmington 3-3 on this season, 0-1 in the OAC. They lost at Mount Union in a close game on Saturday. On the attack against the man-to-man defense from the Polar Bears. Jones with the drive off the glass and in. Jordan Jones with the basket.
Good possession for the green and yellow, or the green, I should say. They took multiple shots, multiple looks. They come away with a basket. And like I said, Northern yet to cross half court yet.
Brandon Wall does cross half court, gets the start tonight at point guard. So gets the Polar Bears in their offense. Allemeyer with the basketball on the wing. Man-to-man active defense by the Quakers. Turnaround by Bruns, too strong. And there's the steal by Wall. Tries to go to Berger, it goes off his hands. Back to the Quakers. Dish underneath, a nice block.
Diorio with a nice steal, and I should say block and rebound, so good job by Diorio.
Berger trying to look for an opening. Gives it to Diorio, way off the mark. Bruns with a nice save. They reshot the shot clock. Three by Berger. Wilmington gets it, knocked out of bounds by Diorio. It'll stay with the Quakers.
And a wild up fast-paced tempo here. Wilmington put some pressure defense against the Polar Bears as Berger, he got hit in the face on the wraparound behind the back pass, I should say, by Wall. And we're going to have a contact lens hunting contest right now. I want to mention, you mentioned Brandon Wall, number 1, getting his first start, a freshman out of Northland High School. Not sure if it was planned or not, but I believe Daniel Donner, who had started all season, might be injured tonight. He was talking to Coach Bensman before the game, had a little bit of a foot soreness, so I'm not for sure if that was part of the reasoning or if it was planned, but Daniel Donner having a great season, a junior out of Northmore High School. We'll see once if he gets into the game or not, but right now, as we search for the lens.
Search for the lens.
This might be a tough one to find, as there's Coach Bensman.
Great, yeah. Second year. Last year won 16-10 overall, 14-4 in the OAC, and they found the lens. Now they need some contact solution.
Right in front of us, too.
I thought I saw it. I was trying to point to him. So
hard to believe that they would have found that. I saw the contact down when, again, the pass was intended for him, and to find it out here is the last place I would have looked.
And Berger put in the contact without a mirror. I've had contacts for 30 years. I'm not sure I could do it that quickly. So brief delay hopefully changes the Polar Bear luck as they've been down 2-0. Isles will take it up.
You mentioned Berger's had a great season, averaging 25 points. You want to make sure his focus is on, and good eyesight's key to that.
Russell with the basketball. Give it up. Jones, their leading scorer at 17 a game, takes it to the hole and in.
Pretty sweet move for, you said, their leading scorer.
He also won over 1,000 points last game against Mount Union, a 4-0 lead for the Fighting Quakers.
He's 6 feet 1 inches tall, not an extremely big player. He's their leading scorer. You mentioned Nate Berger, he's even smaller, if you will, at 5'10", but both those guys leading their respective teams in scoring.
Drive by Wall, he's fouled on the way to the hole. Brandon will shoot 2. Brandon from Columbus Northland High School.
Good free throw shooter as Wall, 78% on the season, 14 for 18 as he averages just under 10 points a game. Northern Dave with the 3 players in double figures led by Berger, Bruns, and DiOrio. Wall right behind him at 9.4.
In and out. It's the first home league game for the Polar Bears. It's a lot. The win over Capital was at Capital. They'll also play at home against Mount Union on Saturday. We will have that game as well on NKTelco Sports. Hits the second. Polar Bears on the board, trailing 4-3 on our Viva Maria Italian restaurant scoreboard. Quakers in their set.
You maybe said it wrong, it's 4-1.
4-1.
So I thought you said 4-3, and I'm thinking, not sure, but that's fine. There's a block shot by Bruns. He's had a number of them to start the season. I think that's number 16.
They go all to the root to Bruns. Nice layup. Good catch by the junior Bruns.
We've talked about it before. Block a shot on one end, and he's the first guy down basically on the other end. So he ran the full court, gets rewarded with a nice pass. You have to help me if I missed it, who it was, but beautiful pass, and he finished off the glass.
Russell trying to back down. Around Bruns. Bruns gets a rebound.
And it's 4-3 now.
Wall trying to find an opening. Allemeyer three-pointer off the mark. Isles comes up with the board. Wilmington really pushing the tempo, even more so than the Northern. There's Jones trying to drive, has to back it out. Opening stolen away. Bruns comes up with it.
Good hands of Brandon Wall. Got a hand in there to disrupt the dribble.
Wall directing traffic. Directing it from the side. Give it up to Berger. Berger likes to shoot off the screen. Lob. Bruns off the glass and rolls in. While Northern with the lead, 5-4.
56% from the field. A lot of those shots were within that range, but remember, he's being contested a lot of times, a little bit taller, bigger guys against him, but able to get that one in. Shooting the ball very nicely from the field to start the season.
Shot by Jones will roll in.
First bucket following a 5-0 Ohio Northern run.
Full court pressure. The Polar Bears haven't had too much trouble with that. Berger gives it up to DiOrio and rolls off. Did not get the home roll on that one. Quakers the other way. Drive by Scott, he is fouled.
Tough break, DiOrio trying to hustle down there and not giving an uncontested layup opportunity and trying to not commit the foul, but gets whistled for it. And you have a nice move at this end, as you mentioned. The left side uses his body nicely to twist to kind of shield it, but just too strong off the glass. DiOrio picks up his first foul, team's first foul for the Polar Bears.
Nathan Scott hits the first, a 6'3" senior, averages just under 11 points a game. 3 players in double figures, along with Jones with 17. Will Patrick, 12.5. He will come off the bench. And then Scott is the third leading scorer at 10.7. Hits the second. Scott hits a pair.
See how that injury, if it is an injury to Donner, how that rotates or how that plays into the rotation pattern. Ohio Northern hasn't played a lot of guys, maybe 8 or so, and he was one of those key players, if you will. So we'll see once again if that foot injury keeps him out tonight or who's going to be the next man up to take that role.
Wall to the hole and in. Brandon Wall with a basket.
Pretty tough to stop when he's in motion, and again, nice body control, under control the whole time.
Jones misses. Follow no good there by Meyers. Polar Bears the other way. Gives it up to Berger. Hasn't been able to get a shot off. Diorio with the three. Too strong. Jones with the rebound. And there's knocked away from behind. Diorio knocks it away. Berger comes up with it.
Nice backdoor.
Wall, backdoor. Nice movement without the ball there. Brandon Wall.
I believe it was Berger who got the ball. And remember, a lot of times when you're the leading scorer, a lot of the supplementary defense around the edges, if you will, focuses on you and kind of lose your man. And Berger did a nice job hitting Wall.
Will Patrick, their second leading scorer, misses the three. Bounces behind the backboard, hit the top, I should say.
Hit the wire that supports it. It can roll across the bank board, just can't touch anything up there, such as the shot clock or the strap or the cord.
So 9-8, Polar Bears, full court pressure. Alomar having some trouble, able to give it to Wall. 14:28 to go here in the first half. ONU Sports Center. Polar Bears on the attack. Wall trying to work off the Diorio screen. Nice spin move. Kick out. Alomar three, way short. Rebound.
Good job by Berger reading a shot a little bit short, was going to be short. Not only got the rebound, but had to get it up quick because the shot clock had not reset, being that it didn't hit the rim. So not much room, but Berger able to muscle it up, draw the foul.
Berger having a great season from Kettering Alder High School. Last year he scored right at 13 points a game, coming mostly off the bench. This year averaging 25 points a game as he hits the first foul shot.
And he's done so shooting the ball obviously very nicely. He's 81% from the free throw line and shooting nearly 50% from the field. So he's been able to hit his shots. He's had some big games, over 30 points, a couple of them already on the season. And it'll get tough because obviously everyone is aware of the stat sheet and they'll know who the leading scorers are. Puts a lot of pressure on him then to maintain that, but the other guys, you need to help him. You know, step up, hit shots as well so teams can't focus strictly on Nate Berger.
Drive, Patrick gives it up, tipped around. Diorio comes up with it, off to Berger with the layup.
Boy, nice move. I thought Davey was coming up on the right side. The defender was there and instead he kept it on the left and shielded it and finished with a weak hand.
5-point lead, biggest lead of the night for either team. Good defense being played on Wall. Pass underneath. Stolen away by Berger.
Fourth Quaker turnover and pressure a little much for the Quakers.
Bruns misses the first one, hits the second one. Chance of the three-point play.
A little bit of a fist pump there from Bruns. Glad he made the rebound shot, and I think upset he missed the first one, but hung with it, gets the offensive rebound, stick back, and foul.
I have a timeout on the floor. Polar Bears up by 7. We'll be right back here on NKTelco Sports.
In business since 1986, Klein's Auto Parts and Repair Center has been the go-to place for auto repairs. Our store is well stocked with the best Napa parts. Our Napa Auto Repair Center is a full-service garage located right next door. Check out these specials. With locations in Ada and Kenton, you are never far from quality auto parts.
Nareda Lanes in Ada offers men's league bowls on Mondays and Wednesday evenings, women's league bowls on Thursday evenings, couples bowls on Friday evenings, kids bowl on Saturday mornings from December through March, Scotch mixed double bowls on the last Saturday of every month, open bowling on Saturday evening, Saturday afternoon reserve the bowling alley for children's birthday parties, and on Sunday, lanes are available to reserve for birthdays of any age as well as for group events. Check out NaredaLanes.com for more info.
Get a replay there of Bruns battling in the second time, able to make the basket as ONU leads Wilmington 15-8. While we get a chance in this timeout, Jeff, let's look at the OAC standings.
That was quick.
Of course, it's early. Everybody played their first game on Saturday. Ohio Northern tied with they're tied with a bunch at 5-1. Marietta has played 3 games.
I think Marietta's only played 2. It should be 1-1 for Marietta.
Okay.
But yeah, for whatever reason, they've already played that extra game, but just gives you an idea of kind of almost a refresher. Here are the teams in the OAC. some of the teams that are near the top are near the top right now. And Ohio
they're-
Northern, finished strong in the upper half last year. They're going to look to, again, finish in that top tier, if you will, and maybe even creep into that 1-2 spot if possible. It's going to be a lot of hard work.
Yeah, last year they really got in a roll in the second half, won 10 games in a row, got all the way to OAC runner-up. Didn't fare so well in the tournament.
No.
Well, knocked out in a close one in the first game, but
Still made some great strides.
Yes.
And nice way for those 4 seniors, Connor Baker, Devin Allen, Aaron Tress, Joey Hurlis, to finish out a fine career. And you mentioned those names. There's a lot of points, a lot of assists, a lot of rebounds, just a lot of good quality minutes those 4 guys earned here at Ada. And these younger Polar Bears are going to have to fill in. And
Bruns with the shot off the mark after he got a rebound on. There'll be a foul on the rebound. We have Kristen Williams checks in the game, number 32. Just seeing his action in the second game for the season.
yeah, I played 1 game, 10 minutes, our last outing, and Polar Bear fans and OAC football fans would know the name Kristen Williams. He's a great running back for the football team here at Ohio Northern, over 1,000 yards. As a freshman, he ran for over 1,000 yards. So a strong football player, and also now doing dual sports with the basketball team. Local
Right.
product from our area for the NKTelco and a high school.
Wilmington's been cold on the offensive ends, had turnovers. That's knocked out a few hands. It will stay with Wilmington.
You speak of the cold shooting, the turnovers, 4 turnovers for the Quakers, shooting just 23%. And a couple of those buckets they made 3 field goals. 2 of them were pretty quick in the first half. So they've only scored 1 basket basically in the past 6 minutes of game time at least.
Will Patrick trying to get an opening. Shot up there by Mercer. Rebound by the Polar Bears. Wall brings it up. A 7-point lead. Polar Bears on a little bit of a run. They give it underneath the Burger. Quick shot, partially blocked. Rebound by the Quakers. Patrick will split the defenders, pushing the tempo. There's a long 3 by Lewis. Off the mark and a tip slam. There by
Excellent
number
timing.
11, Peyton Smith, and he was way above the rim. Smith only a 6'1" sophomore, and
Wow, that's getting up. That was, you mentioned, he's 6 feet 1 inches tall. And he was well timed. That's one of, you can jump high, you can dunk it, but take another look at it here, I hope. The timing and being in just the right spot at the right time. And a lot of things have to happen there. And then, too, you got to make the catch and the shot, and he did all that. So nice play by number 11, Peyton Smith.
I'd like to do that just once. Just once.
On a 10-foot rim.
Yes. Turnover gives it to Wilmington. I'm 6 foot, so maybe I can. A lot of starters back in for Wilmington. 5 is Isles, their point guard, having some trouble. Ball on the floor will be a jump ball. That'll turn it over to the Polar Bears.
Well, minus that last effort by Peyton Smith, the shooting woes have really hampered Wilmington. They're just now 4 of 16 for 25%. Ohio Northern a little bit better, 6 of 17 from the field for 35%. Northern has also committed 3 turnovers, so each team's been kind of turnover happy a little bit here in the first 9 minutes of basketball.
Wilmington started out with a 4-0 lead. Berger to the hole and rolls in.
When good hot scorers take awkward shots, they get the good bounce and the roll. And had to kind of shield it, Dave, there. He's not a tall guy, got an interior pass and was challenged and got his shot to drop.
3 players have scored. Wall with 5 and Berger and Bruns both with 6 apiece for the total of 17. And there's a steal by Nate Berger.
Good hands, not only helping kind of pinch on defense, but didn't give up and stuck his hand in there to deflect and come away with a steal.
Bruns kicks it out. Williams will drive, swat it away.
Nice interior defense. I believe it might have been Colin Meyers, 30 with the block shot.
Lewis thought about shooting. He traveled before he got it on the floor. So another turnovers as more of the starters come in for the Quakers.
Quakers have played 9 guys so far. Ohio Northern just the 1, 6 players.
6 players. Williams on the sub. Wall able to get that. It looked like a dangerous pass there.
Yeah, I never like throwing it to the enemy's basket when you're defended, but Ohio Northern able to come away with the basketball and not give up the easy basket off the turnover.
Ball with the drive, fouled. Brandon will go back to the line to shoot 2.
Pretty good quickness again, and Wall able to get around the defender, get it to the basket, and draw contact.
This is game 2 of an 18-game home-and-home schedule in the OAC. Very good league setup. You play everybody twice, so you play them home and away. You get to travel all around the state of Ohio. Very good conference year in, year out, the OAC.
And sandwiched in between these couple games coming up, as you mentioned, against Mountain Union, then at John Carroll, which will be a test, both those teams. Then they go non-conference at Denison before they go to Nashville, Tennessee for a kind of end-of-the-year tournament down in Nashville, Tennessee, the Music City Classic, and then come back home to get involved with the remainder of the OAC schedule.
There's a 3 by Andrew Russell. Long 3. The Quakers are finally off the 10 mark that they were on a long time.
Russell, 4 of 16 from three-point range coming into the game, made us 5th there.
Berger just kept going and nobody stopped him. Nate now with 8. 20-13.
We've seen Nate score those 8 points basically all, I think, going to the basket. They've all been basically shots in the paint. Again, he's 5 feet 10 inches, so he's been able to get it done.
Shot by Jordan Jones, rolls in a long 2. Scoring starting to pick up here. We're past the halfway mark of the first half.
Jones with 6 points on that basket already here in the first half. Only averages just over 2 points a game, so Jordan Jones, number 10, getting some valuable points, if you will, maybe unexpected, but those have helped keep his team in the game.
Berger there shoots the 3 and rattles it home.
You mentioned the good shooting. He's 19 of 53 from three-point range. That's 36%. Make that now 20 made three-pointers on the season for Nate Berger. He mentioned averaging 25 points a game. He's got 11 already.
Jones' shot this time rolls off.
Boy, minus that barrage of offensive rebounds, the Quakers got Dave in their first couple possessions. Northern's done a nice job at limiting the Quakers to just 1 shot.
DiOrio and 1. Nice assist by Williams, got on the block and kissed it off the glass for in.
DiOrio averaging 13 points a game, is able to score. We've had some games over the years where he's had, as an underclassman, just gone off on some games. There was some great shooting, and Polar Bears will look for him to continue that solid shooting. He's 80% from the line. A very fine three-point shooter at over 51% so far in the season from three-point range, 17 of 33. So offensively, they're going to look for Joey DiOrio to contribute offensively.
Northern off a little bit of a slow start in the first couple of minutes. It put up 26 on the board.
Yeah, remember, it was a 4-0 lead for a couple minutes before Ohio Northern even got a good look at it.
Drive by Jones, fouled on the way to the basket.
So basically, Ohio Northern's outscored the Quakers of Wilmington probably like 26 to almost 11 in the past, well, maybe 10 minutes of the game.
Second foul on Kristen Williams. So we'll have a substitution. It looks like Austin Allemeyer will check back in. Jones, 6'1" senior from Wilmington. So check that, Hamilton, Ohio.
Jones, 74% from the free throw line, 29 of 39. He averages, as Dave mentioned before, the leading scorer, 17.2 points a game, averages 3 rebounds, and dishes out about 3 assists, so able to score and also distribute to his teammates.
So Allemeyer back in. Face the full court pressure as Berger the point on it. Allemeyer between Berger, they're able to break the pressure. Still the man-to-man defense by Wilmington.
Yeah, the full court 2-2-1 zone press. They fall back into.
Down to Bruns and in. Nice ball movement, a nice lob again to Bruns.
High percentage shot. Ryan Bruns finishes it. Good ball movement by the Polar Bear offense.
11-point lead for the Polar Bears. Isles' shot He seemed to be partially blocked. It goes out of bounds and stays with the Quakers.
I thought he was fouled. It looked like there was something, unless he just jerked his body, it looked like there was something awkward with that release or the follow through.
In the game, Peyton Smith, he will inbound it. Or check that, number 12 is Jalen Horton. Looking at the wrong line of the roster for Wilmington. Wilmington's lost 3 of 4, so not only lost their first league game, they're looking to turn it around a little bit here early in the season. Jones gives it up into the corner. Horton knocks down a 3.
Horton, his first made three-pointer of the season, 0 for 3 coming into the game. So this is first, hadn't shot the ball much, but boy, they're looking for someone that can come up and make some shots, and Horton did a nice job hitting his first 3.
Knocked out of bounds, so it will stay with the Polar Bears. Polar Bears 3-2 overall, 1-0 in the OAC. Trying to build off that win that they had at Capitol on Saturday. Drive by Allemeyer. Then he lost his footing, gave it to Bruns. 3 by DiOrio and knocks it in. Great ball movement and some good shooting.
Yeah,
good results.
I thought Allemeyer made a great change of pace move on the baseline. Unfortunately, he lost the ball. Ohio Northern able to maintain possession, and DiOrio hits the triple.
Jones, we fouled before the shot by Allemeyer.
So he'll be on the floor. And
we will have another timeout on the floor. Your score was 6:50 to go to first half. It's ONU 31, Wilmington 20. We'll step aside here on NKTelco Sports.
Let Burton's Ridge Assisted Living help you find that perfect apartment you've always dreamed of. Located in a serene, wooded area with breathtaking views and different apartment styles to choose from, you'll feel right at home in this beautiful setting. Burton's Ridge is more than just assisted living. It's a place for you to call home. To learn more about Burton's Ridge, call 419-228-8412 or go online at burtonsridge.com.
See some replays sponsored by Klein's Napa Auto Center. In these replays, you get a good look at the offense being played.
right now, these are three-point shots, and each team has made 2, and you just saw the 4 total there. Each team 2 or 7 from three-point land. That's good for 29%. In these days and age, Dave, I don't know if that is good percentages. I think some coaches want their players to knock it down at a higher percentage team-wise. I mean, those are shots that kids have developed a way to make, and if you want to be a good team, you got to probably hit the three-point shot, probably in the high 30s, if not low 40%.
On the scoreboard, sponsored by Viva Maria Italian Restaurant, looking good, an 11-point lead, 31-20 for the Polar Bears.
Well, they've got off to a slow start, as you mentioned earlier, but have really outplayed the Quakers since that time and have begun to shoot the ball better, and they force a lot of turnovers. They've already caused Wilmington Quakers into 7 first-half turnovers, and Ohio Northern's still at 3. They were at 3 a while back, so they've taken much better control of the basketball lately, and the result is they've been hitting their shots, too. When you don't turn the ball over, you get opportunities to score, and Ohio Northern now the biggest lead of their game is 11. So kind of a nice bounce back after you come somewhat of a sluggish start. Give credit by the Quakers for causing that.
Three-pointer by Nathan Scott, 6'3" senior.
Good stroke, and I don't know if that was maybe a design timeout call, but Scott comes off the pick from the bottom, hits it from the top of the key. 36% three-point shooter is Nathan Scott. Now 14 made three-pointers on the season.
Horton has the foul on Berger. That'll be the 6th foul. Set that the 7th as they just mark it up, so 1-1 here by the senior Nate Berger.
You mentioned the team fouls, that's the 7, but Ohio Northern's already attempted or shot a number of free throws, 8 free throws, so they've been fouled in the act of shooting quite often. Of those 6 previous fouls, probably at least 4 of them have been shooting fouls. So New Northern has taken advantage, being aggressive and being fouled in the act of shooting and getting some good looks at the basket at the foul line.
Horton brings it up. They get into their offensive set. Turnaround shot by Russell. Bruns skies for the rebound. Bruns averaging just under 8 rebounds a game. Long to go with 19.8 points a game. Battles for the rebound, and this time they'll call the foul on Bruns, his first.
His first. He suffered some foul trouble in the Capital game. I think he only played 4 minutes in the first half, picked up 3 quick fouls, and as our information reads, dominated the second half. A big part of that Ohio Northern win against Capital. They finished the game with 16 points and 5 rebounds, and basically just over probably 12 minutes of basketball.
Patrick trying to get loose, and they're all knocked away, and Wilmington able to keep it. Shot clock down to 10. Jones with the basketball. We're down to 5 now. Isolation play for Jones, takes it to the hole. Nice crossover move.
Nice move, and Allemeyer was there trying to basically stay in front and didn't do a bad job, but boy, a nice move by Jones as Coach Casey Hunt, pretty vocal on the sideline, trying to, I assume, get his team's defense set up as he was shouting something after a basket by the Quakers.
Dump down pass to DiOrio, and he is fouled.
I think Casey Hunt a little upset. He was upset earlier in the half when Quakers drove to the basket, and he thought maybe the Polar Bears fouled him in the act of shooting, and pretty upset right now. And I thought maybe DiOrio got the pass unexpectedly from Bruns, shuffled his feet, rushed it like, oh, I traveled, I better get rid of it, and gets bailed out by a foul on the Quakers' number 12, Jalen Horton.
Casey Hunt in his 10th year at Wilmington, 128 and 112. Overall, pretty good record. They were OAC tournament champs in 2010, 2014. And again, that puts you into the NCAA Division III tournament. But since that 2014, 3 straight losing seasons, wins of only 11, 5 and 9 the last 3 years. I'm sure they're hoping to turn it around.
As I mentioned in the pregame, they've struggled the past 3 seasons, whereas Ohio Northern's kind of done the opposite a little bit, you know, playing some 500 ball as there's a block by Bruns from distance. But last year was a pretty special year for the Polar Bears, and they're trying to grow on that as block on one end, basket on the other end by Bruns. Good pass, I believe it's from Wall to see the open player, his teammate.
Lead back to 11. Under 5 minutes to go. We'll talk with Coach Bensman at halftime to get his thoughts, how the Polar Bears are doing. Drive to the basket by Jones. He's fouled. Kristen Jones will shoot 2.
Speaking of Bruns, I think he's already had 2 block shots. I want to mention the coaching staff there. Matt Winters, Coach Bensman in the middle, Johnny Shergai, and Brandon Rushton on the end there. And remember, Brandon Rushton played here a few seasons ago, now coming back here to help his alma mater out. And a fine player was Rushton, and good to see him back helping his former team compete here in the OAC. But I mentioned Bruns, 2 blocks already here. The last one, the highlight play, that he kind of blocked it from a distance. A lot of those shots you get blocked, or he blocks, would be around the rim. That one out near the perimeter had 15 blocks coming into the game. Add 2 more for sure. He's got 17, and they've played 5 games. Do the math, that's about 3 blocks a game.
And he's at 141. He's at 3rd in the all-time career blocks. Probably a good bet to break the all-time record before he's done.
Pretty
after
sure
next year.
Set the freshman block record, I know, a couple seasons ago, so off to a fine start.
Fitz hands your basket as he checks in from Franklin Monroe, the senior with the basket. Timeout by Casey Hunt of Wilmington. Full timeout. You're watching Polar Bear basketball on NKTelco Sports.
J&R Auto Repair Service is a full-service preventative maintenance and automotive repair center. Family owned and operated, we perform high-quality, guaranteed service you can trust at a fair price. Trust J&R for all your automotive service needs.
At Four Seasons Drive-Thru, we offer weekly specials that are sure to satisfy all appetites. Monday through Thursday, come in to enjoy our daily lunch specials. Friday is our Get It Till It's Gone fish special. Friday and Saturday, grab a 16-inch 3-item pizza, 10 wings, and a 2-liter for just $20. Sunday, we also have a 3-piece chicken for $5 and a 16-piece for $20. Four Seasons drive-thru, great drinks, great food, wonderful service, and amazing prices.
So how do you like to watch your sports? Whether it's indoors or outdoors, let Custom Audio Concepts help build your stadium.
Back in the replay, Bruns with the block, and he goes the other way. The Wall with the pass. Bruns finishes.
Tough shot, no bank board to hit a soft jumper there along the baseline, going towards the basket.
Replay brought to you by Klein's Napa Auto Center, our replay sponsor, and also our halftime and postgame sponsor, Klein's Napa Auto Center. And there's a steal by Northern.
Brandon Wall got a hand in there and knocked it away from Jones, who appeared to be on his way to the basket.
DiOrio spots up for a three.
2 for 4 now from three-point range for DiOrio. 11 points and the biggest Ohio Northern lead of the game, 41-26.
There will be a foul underneath
on DiOrio.
DiOrio, and he's not real happy with that. That will be his second foul, 17th foul. So Wilmington will be shooting 1 in the bonuses. We take a replay here. As you see, DiOrio was stopped and have to set and shoot. Sometimes you like a little momentum there, but just shows you.
I mentioned earlier, I have 3 or I don't know what grade is he, and he's a senior. Probably as a freshman or sophomore. We did a game where he was like 6 or 6 or 7 to 7 from the field, hit a number of threes. Just had a stat stuffer of a game coming off the bench at that point. The guy could shoot, and he loses the ball out of bounds here. But it doesn't really surprise me. Some of these guys, you think you'd like to be in rhythm. Other times they can be standing still. Devin Allen, a good one last year, shoot from wherever on the court and just make it look effortlessly. So it's a nice knack to have.
Jones tries to drive. Bruns is lurking.
Third block. I believe he got a piece of that one.
Up to DiOrio. Nice pass. Fitz hands in.
Ball never touched the floor.
A lot of nice passing, a lot of nice ball movement for Northern tonight. Drive. They lose it on the way, and Bruns didn't block it there, but he was intimidating them.
I believe 8 of the 15 field goals by Ohio Northern have been assisted, so they've moved the ball well, and almost half their field goals already come off of an assist.
We have number 25, Brandon Hawkins, in the game for Ohio Northern, his first action. Hawkins, a 6'4" senior.
From Waynedale High School.
There's another 3 by Russell, this time from the wing. He's got hit a pair of 3s.
He does now. 2 for 2 from three-point range is Andrew Russell. 6 points for him.
Bruns on the block, kicks it out. Wall can't hit the 3. As Lewis skies for the rebound. We'll take it the other way. Jones, 3 off the mark. Battle for the rebound. Nice job there by Hawkins to take it away.
6'4" senior, in the right spot, right time, active hands. Again, he's from Waynedale High School. His hometown is Apple Creek.
And the 7 seniors on this Polar Bear squad. Jump hook. Bruns can't get the roll. Fitzhands draws the foul in the backcourt.
You mentioned the 7 seniors. Remember last year, they graduated the 4 I mentioned earlier, Connor Baker, Devin Allen, Aaron Tress, and Joey Hurlis. The year before that, they played without a senior class. So those 4 guys got, kind of, how do you want to say, thrown into the leadership role, did Baker, Allen, Tress, and Hurley at a younger age as juniors, and then came back as seniors. And again, big shoes to fill. Those guys did a lot of right things here for a program that's trying to bounce back, if you will, and get 20-win seasons and finish in this top half of the OAC, and made great strides in it last year. And
foul there on Fitzhands. Jones, our leading scorer for the season. Also, the game leads with 8.
You mentioned Fitzhands there, commits the foul. He battled some injury last year, so he's hoping to come back and stay healthy and get a, let's say, a full 100% of effort or ability while he's healthy. And injuries are always something you never know about. We mentioned Daniel Donner. Not for sure what his status is right now. Came out in pregame warmups, got hurt or was already hurt. Has not been on the court since.
Berger off the miss.
Oh,
up ahead, Lewis will try to put it down, but not with the Bruins behind him.
He knew it was coming. The timing was there, and good block from behind by Ryan Bruns. Mentioned Nathan, his brother, the starting quarterback to the Marion Local Flyers, one of 2 Midwest athletic teams to win the state titles in football. And Dave, I'll let you tell the team the rest. Minster, the other one.
Nate Bruns, a junior quarterback, done a fine job for the undefeated Marion Local Flyers. So we have a travel.
Coach Tim Goodwin, it's become commonplace for that team to be there.
6 of 7 years that they have won state. Pretty impressive.
Here's the block.
And here's their block. What timing. Lewis thought he was going to do a highlight jam there, and Bruns was like, I'll just flick it away. And
it was a highlight jam just for the for the defensive player in this case, and Ryan Bruns getting his 3rd or 4th block.
And there was a charge. Good job by Nate Berger taking the charge on a player away from the basket.
Marion Local Flyers again. Coach Tim Goodwin also mentioned Minster Wildcats, Division 7.
Aaron Stokes with his 2nd state title at Minster in 5 years. So congratulations to the Minster Wildcats and the Marion Local Flyers up in our area.
The 32nd and 33rd MAC football titles at state, I believe.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. So MAC success continues. Wall with the 3. Bruns follows. Can't get it to fall. Rebound the other way.
Final 50-plus seconds here as Dave will try to catch Coach Bentzman at halftime. There's a foul on the floor before the shot. It'll be a bonus situation for the Quakers. Ohio Northern trying to expand the lead, which was as big as 17 a couple minutes ago. The Quakers trying to inch their way back into this game slowly and try to maybe get it into single digits before halftime. 2 free throws coming up here from Kristen Jones, and he hits the first one. Jones now with 9, averaging 17.2 points a game. 12-point lead. It's Northern again will be very careful here. 50 seconds on the play clock. The 30-second time clock or shot clock will force them to get a shot off. Full court pressure being applied by the Quakers. They create a turnover, and good hands by the Polar Bears. Deflected, give it right back. In transition, assist by Berger, basket by Wall, and foul against the Quakers. So a good answer by the Polar Bears as it looked like the Quakers were going to get a chance to get this lead into single digits. But good defense and scoring in transition. The Polar Bears push it back up to 13. And Wall, who's making his first start of the season with 8 first-half points, a chance to make it 9. And he does make his 9th point with 38.4 seconds left. Miles running the offense now over to Jones. Jones back to Russell, has hit a couple 3-pointers, has Andrew Russell. Pass just a little bit off mark. Jordan Jones able to recover, and he runs right into Fitz's hands, and we'll see what the call is. Foul will go against Ohio Northern's number 12, so it was not on Fitz's hands, who tried to take the charge, but rather Nate Berger picks up his first foul, and that'll put the Quakers at the line for 2 foul shots for number 10, Jordan Jones. Good chance for the Quakers with the clock stopped here to try to get some points on the board. And Jones averaging just under 3 points a contest. Mentioned earlier he'd started off, he now has his 2nd point. No, I had that right. This is his 7th. He had 6 quick points to start the game and averaging just under 3, but now with 8, 17 seconds to go in the first half. 12-point Ohio Northern lead as the Final 10 seconds underway. Berger will look to go one-on-one. Step back three-point shot off the mark, and there's a whistle and a tough break for the Polar Bears. Is trying to tap it in at the buzzer is number 25, Brandon Hawkins, and just too far away and maybe too obvious as Hawkins picks up his second foul, and with 1.4 seconds left, the Quakers down by 12. They trailed by 17 with 3.5 minutes to go in the first half. Have done a nice job outscoring the Polar Bears. And 2 free throws here can make it a 10-point lead probably at halftime. Meyers connects on the first shot, number 30, Colin Meyers, a freshman from Firelands High School in Oberlin, Ohio. Averaging just about 5.5 points a game, makes both free throws. Fitzhands gets it, one dribble, half-court shot off the mark, and there's your first half buzzer, 46-36 in favor of Ohio Northern. Dave on the Viva Maria scoreboard as Dave Kanapke will snag Coach Benjamin, and we'll let those two take over.
Coach, you got to be very happy with the first half.
Yeah, we got to adjust better when they went 2-3 zone. I thought we got some good looks. We didn't finish, but we also rushed a couple things. So we just got to attack that a little bit better in the second half. And also defensively, we're getting behind the play a little bit sometimes.
You had some good steals on defense, some good blocks, and you had some nice ball movement on offense.
Yeah, and we got to continue to make sure we attack gaps if they're in that zone, and we play smart inside-out basketball.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks.
So we're at halftime. Polar Bears with a nice first half lead, 10 points over Wilmington. We'll be right back with our first half stats when we come back on NKTelco Sports.
Trust us.
NKTelco, a small town company with a big focus on customer service. We build business the old-fashioned way.
Trust us to be your internet provider.
Trust us to help you find the right cable package for your viewing needs.
Trust us to answer your questions any time of the day.
Trust NKTelco to be on call. Deliver and make sure your service is tailored to meet your needs.
We serve commercial and residential customers to meet their communication needs. Trust us at NKTelco.
Trust us.
In business since 1986, Klein's Auto Parts and Repair Center has been the go-to place for auto repairs. Our store is well stocked with the best Napa parts. Our Napa Auto Repair Center is a full-service garage located right next door. Check out these specials. With locations in Ada and Kenton, you are never far from quality auto parts.
Nareda Lanes in Ada offers men's league bowls on Mondays and Wednesday evenings, women's league bowls on Thursday evenings, couples bowls on Friday evenings, kids bowl on Saturday mornings from December through March, Scotch mixed double bowls on the last Saturday of every month, open bowling on Saturday evening, Saturday afternoon reserve the bowling alley for children's birthday parties, and on Sunday, lanes are available to reserve for birthdays of any age as well as for group events. Check out NaredaLanes.com for more info.
Let Burton's Ridge Assisted Living help you find that perfect apartment you've always dreamed of. Located in a serene, wooded area with breathtaking views and different apartment styles to choose from, you'll feel right at home in this beautiful setting. Burton's Ridge is more than just assisted living. It's a place for you to call home. To learn more about Burton's Ridge, call 419-228-8412 or go online at burtonsridge.com.
J&R Auto Repair Service is a full-service preventative maintenance and automotive repair center. Family owned and operated, we perform high-quality, guaranteed service you can trust at a fair price. Trust J&R for all your automotive service needs.
At Four Seasons Drive-Thru, we offer weekly specials that are sure to satisfy all appetites. Monday through Thursday, come in to enjoy our daily lunch specials. Friday is our Get It Till It's Gone fish special. Friday and Saturday, grab a 16-inch 3-item pizza, 10 wings, and a 2-liter for just $20. Sunday, we also have a 3-piece chicken for $5 and a 16-piece for $20. Four Seasons drive-thru. Great drinks, great food, wonderful service, and amazing prices.
So how do you like to watch your sports? Whether it's indoors or outdoors, let Custom Audio Concepts help build your stadium.
Trust us.
NKTelco, a small-town company with a big focus on customer service. We build business the old-fashioned way.
Trust us to be your internet provider.
Trust us to help you find the right cable package for your viewing needs.
Trust us to answer your questions any time of the day.
Trust NKTelco to be on call. Deliver and make sure your service is tailored to meet your needs.
We serve commercial and residential customers to meet their communication needs. Trust us at NKTelco.
In business since 1986, Klein's Auto Parts and Repair Center has been the go-to place for auto repairs. Our store is well stocked with the best Napa parts. Our Napa Auto Repair Center is a full-service garage located right next door. Check out these specials. With locations in Ada and Kenton, you are never far from quality auto parts.
Nareda Lanes in Ada offers men's league bowls on Mondays and Wednesday evenings, women's league bowls on Thursday evenings, couples bowls on Friday evenings, kids bowl on Saturday mornings from December through March, Scotch mixed double bowls on the last Saturday of every month, open bowling on Saturday evening, Saturday afternoon reserve the bowling alley for children's birthday parties, and on Sunday, lanes are available to reserve for birthdays of any age as well as for group events. Check out NaredaLanes.com for more info.
Let Burton's Ridge Assisted Living help you find that perfect apartment you've always dreamed of. Located in a serene, wooded area with breathtaking views and different apartment styles to choose from, you'll feel right at home in this beautiful setting. Burton's Ridge is more than just assisted living. It's a place for you to call home. To learn more about Burton's Ridge, call 419-228-8412 or go online at burtonsridge.com.
J&R Auto Repair Service is a full-service preventative maintenance and automotive repair center. Family owned and operated, we perform high-quality, guaranteed service you can trust at a fair price. Trust J&R for all your automotive service needs.
At Four Seasons drive-thru, we offer weekly specials that are sure to satisfy all appetites. Monday through Thursday, come in to enjoy our daily lunch specials. Friday is our Get It Till It's Gone fish special. Friday and Saturday, grab a 16-inch 3-item pizza, 10 wings, and a 2-liter for just $20. Sunday, we also have a 3-piece chicken for $5 and a 16-piece for $20. Four Seasons drive-thru. Great drinks, great food, wonderful service, and amazing prices.
So how do you like to watch your sports? Whether it's indoors or outdoors, let Custom Audio Concepts help build your stadium.
Trust us.
NKTelco, a small-town company with a big focus on customer service. We build business the old-fashioned way.
Trust us to be your internet provider.
Trust us to help you find the right cable package for your viewing needs.
Trust us to answer your questions any time of the day.
Trust NKTelco to be on call. Deliver and make sure your service is tailored to meet your needs.
We serve commercial and residential customers to meet their communication needs. Trust us at NKTelco.
In business since 1986, Klein's Auto Parts and Repair Center has been the go-to place for auto repairs. Our store is well stocked with the best Napa parts. Our Napa Auto Repair Center is a full-service garage located right next door. Check out these specials. With locations in Ada and Kenton, you are never far from quality auto parts.
Nareda Lanes in Ada offers men's league bowls on Mondays and Wednesday evenings, women's league bowls on Thursday evenings, couples bowls on Friday evenings, kids bowl on Saturday mornings from December through March, Scotch mixed double bowls on the last Saturday of every month, open bowling on Saturday evening, Saturday afternoon reserve the bowling alley for children's birthday parties, and on Sunday, lanes are available to reserve for birthdays of any age as well as for group events. Check out NaredaLanes.com for more info.
Let Burton's Ridge Assisted Living help you find that perfect apartment you've always dreamed of. Located in a serene, wooded area with breathtaking views and different apartment styles to choose from, you'll feel right at home in this beautiful setting. Burton's Ridge is more than just assisted living. It's a place for you to call home. To learn more about Burton's Ridge, call 419-228-8412 or go online at burtonsridge.com.
J&R Auto Repair Service is a full-service preventative maintenance and automotive repair center. Family owned and operated, we perform high-quality, guaranteed service you can trust at a fair price. Trust J&R for all your automotive service needs.
At Four Seasons Drive-Thru, we offer weekly specials that are sure to satisfy all appetites. Monday through Thursday, come in to enjoy our daily lunch specials. Friday is our Get It Till It's Gone fish special. Friday and Saturday, grab a 16-inch 3-item pizza, 10 wings, and a 2-liter for just $20. Sunday, we also have a 3-piece chicken for $5 and a 16-piece for $20. Four Seasons Drive-Thru, great drinks, great food, wonderful service, and amazing prices.
So how do you like to watch your sports? Whether it's indoors or outdoors, let Custom Audio Concepts help build your stadium.
Trust us.
NKTelco, a small-town company with a big focus on customer service. We build business the old-fashioned way.
Trust us to be your internet provider.
Trust us to help you find the right cable package for your viewing needs.
Trust us to answer your questions any time of the day.
Trust NKTelco to be on call. Deliver and make sure your service is tailored to meet your needs.
We serve commercial and residential customers to meet their communication needs. Trust us at NKTelco.
In business since 1986, Klein's Auto Parts and Repair Center has been the go-to place for auto repairs. Our store is well stocked with the best Napa parts. Our Napa Auto Repair Center is a full-service garage located right next door. Check out these specials. With locations in Ada and Kenton, you are never far from quality auto parts.
Welcome to a Klein's Napa Auto Center halftime report on our Viva Maria Italian Restaurant scoreboard. ONU with a 10-point lead over Wilmington, 46-36. With the first half numbers, Mr. Jeff Henchen.
The Northern Polar Bears up by 10. They had a 17-point lead with just over 3 minutes to go in the first half. Wilmington climbed back into it, got some benefits of some fouls against the Polar Bears. You can take a look at the numbers there as Wilmington not shooting very good from the field, 10 of 29, 4 of 11 from three-point range, but getting some extra free throws in there, taking advantage of those opportunities. Cold shooting from the field, but pretty good shooting from the foul line. Ohio Northern, 17 of 37 from the field, just 3 of 13 from beyond the arc, 9 of 13 from the line, rebounding margin about even. Turnovers, Northern has forced a few more Quaker turnovers, and really pretty much give credit to the Quakers. They haven't gone away, come here on the road, they find themselves down by about 17 points and easily could have, quote, given up, but they battled back, and 10-point game for them, a nice spot to be in considering where they're at. For Ohio Northern, got to get back in that routine that got them that lead, and it was good ball movement and some interior shots and getting those to drop.
Let's look at some of the individual scoring, Jeff, with some Ohio Northern's putting up some good games point-wise.
They have 3 guys who are leading scorers in double figures so far. Nate Berger, number 12, with 12 points. Joey DiOrio with 11, and Brian Bruns with 10. And Joey DiOrio having a nice first half, not only with 11 points, leads the team in rebounds with 6, also has handed out 5 assists, and has shot the ball very well. 2 of 4 from the field, 2 of 4 from three-point range, 3 of 3 from the free throw line. So Joey DiOrio having a nice half, playing 17 minutes for the Polar Bears. And on the other side, 1 player in double figures for the Quakers, and that's their leading scorer on the season, Kristen Jones, 10 points, and he's going to need a lot of help, and he's going to have to try to get more hot, if you will, Kristen Jones, to pull the Quakers back from this 10-point deficit.
Looks like the Polar Bears will come with their starting lineup. They had at the beginning of the game Wall, Allemeyer, Berger, Bruns, and DiOrio. If you joined us late, Daniel Donner has been starting. Had some type of a foot issue. He has not played the first half. So we'll see. Some people have stepped up for the Polar Bears as they have a little bit of a short bench. We'll check the lineup for the Wilmington. Looks like their starting lineup as well. Jones, Isles, Jones, Russell, and Scott.
The same as the opening tip.
Scott with the basketball. While Northern's play man-to-man defense the whole way. Scott with the shot off the mark. Rebound to Polar Bears. Ball's been primarily the main ball handler. They're double teaming in the backcourt. Able to give it to Allemeyer.
Quakers have put a lot of pressure on the Polar Bears full court tonight, and just not getting a lot of steals, but definitely forcing Ohio Northern to use some of the clock and maybe get them out of rhythm and maybe try to force some things. But credit to the Polar Bears for the most part. They've been under control. And, wow, shot clock down to about 6. Joey DiOrio pulls up and hits a 16-footer.
Leads the Polar Bears now with 13 points and extends the lead to 12.
That's a good possession because they scored. That's a long triple from Jones, Kristen Jones. But you mentioned Ohio Northern really didn't get into any offense. It took them a while to get it across the front court, and really nothing happening. And DiOrio kind of had to create his own shot, and luckily for him, he buried it. But it is a single-digit lead on the triple from Kristen Jones now for the Quakers.
Berger working off the screen from Bruns. Bruns will take the 3. Too strong. Scott with the rebound. Pushing it the other way, Kristen Jones. There's Scott with the shot.
That'd have been a big basket. That'd have cut it to 6.
Close as it's been in a long time. There's Wall wide open for the 3, and 1 on the 3 ball as he is fouled. Brandon Wall knocks down the 3.
What a change of momentum. Quakers with a 3-pointer at this end could have cut it to 6. Ohio Northern comes back, gets the 3-point shot as Wall now 6 of 9 from 3-point range on the season.
Foul on Jordan Jones, number 10. Wall now with 13 points.
He joins 4 players now in total in double figures for the Polar Bears.
Wall getting his first start tonight and having a nice game. It's Kristen Jones with another basket. Now with 15, just 2 off his mark of 17 a game. Wilmington trying to double team when they can. Wall did a nice job of breaking that. Berger up and under. Bruns with the rebound is fouled on the floor.
Pretty good job by Wall, basically himself breaking the press. Got it to Berger, who went in and was creative again, used his body so well. Got a shot off, didn't drop. Bruns there to rebound, was fouled.
Berger to the hole, rolls it off. Bruns with a nice rebound and is fouled. Use that 6'8" height to his advantage without fouling.
And that's a key point. He didn't go over the back. You're allowed to jump and reach. Hopefully we get a good angle there. There's no contact there. Yeah, quote, his arms are over the top, but that's legal. It's when you land on someone or you're pushing someone, that's the foul. I love it when people say over the back. Well, I'm allowed to go over his back if I don't touch it.
Yes, good point.
And sometimes, and you didn't get much of a gripe from Casey Hunt from Wilmington. Sometimes from his angles it looks bad. That's why it's good to have three guys out there with the proper angle making the proper call. And Bruns good on 1 of 2 from the free throw line.
12-point lead on the Viva Maria Italian Restaurant scoreboard. Our sponsor this year on our ONU basketball games. Jones with the drive blocked, and it sticks there after the block by Bruns.
That's his 4th block shot.
You get a look, he slid right into our cameraman, Mr. Tyler Wolf, and looks up and says, what's going on?
Well, taking a look here, Casey Hunt very upset there's not a foul. Again, it looks like from behind that there's, I don't know, as the shooter was going towards the end line, so not a lot of, I mean, I didn't see the foul. Held ball possession.
It's alternate possession on when it's stuck on the rim, so that's like a jump ball, if you will, and it's pointing to Ohio Northern. Wall in a little bit of trouble.
Pressure, pressure, pressure by the Quakers. Offensive foul, maybe. It will, as Wall just trying to get separation. That free arm, just too much extension. The Quakers have played the full 94 feet of this court. They put pressure on basically from the tip.
And that's one of the few times that the Polar Bears have had trouble with that pressure.
But it can disrupt your offense. We saw him come down once and, you know, took a while to get across the timeline, took a while to get in your offense, and fortunately, that particular possession, Diora was able to hit a shot. But if you don't make your shots and you really don't get much ball movement, that press usually is the indicator that it's being effective.
Aisle shot off the mark. Diorio gets fouled on the rebound, and he's taken down. Let's get another look here on our Klein Napa Auto Center replay. Allmeyer trying to inbound it, able to get it finally to Bruns. Big guy doesn't want to dribble, he wants to give it up. To get it past center line before 10 seconds.
Boy, there's a lot of trapping. Someone's open if they can see it. That's a key word.
And there's the travel.
And what that press does is it gets you a little out of your rhythm. You don't come down and get a walk the ball up the court and set play number 1 up. You're in transition, and sometimes it just forces everything to go a little bit quicker than what your mind's ready for, and it causes a travel violation.
And that's the point you said, if you can see it. Somebody sitting 10 rows up is like, I can't believe they can't see somebody's not open.
Yeah, we're sitting right here, and I almost am afraid to look down because you don't know what's coming our direction. It's a lot of bodies, a lot of quickness. And yes, you're right. The easiest way to play the game is sitting in the stands. And
Jones to Scott. And the lead back to 10. Allmeyer takes it to the hole, is hammered, and we'll shoot 2.
Quakers like to push that tempo. Again, when they score quickly, then almost by default, it seems like Ohio Northern's got to be forced to run that game. Now, I don't think Ohio Northern mind's doing that, but if you don't make shots and get a little out of control and take some bad shots, pretty soon your lead goes from 10 down to 6 or less.
And I'm sure part of the strategy of Wilmington, as we've seen, they've subbed a lot of players. Ohio Northern's not quite that deep, plus they're missing one player, and Donner's hurt tonight. They're thinking, hey, we can wear them down. Just keep it up tempo, keep it up tempo. We'll get them in the end. And the jury is still out on that one as Allmeyer hits the first foul shot.
The free throws right here big. The pace slows down here, basically stops. You can knock down these shots and kind of force that defense to lose its intensity a little bit, but the Quakers have been aggressive all night. And for the most part, like you said, Ohio Northern's done a decent job against it, not committing a lot of turnovers and not forcing a lot of bad shots.
Scott.
Boy, nice pull-up jumper.
Yes.
Off the
rhythm.
dribble.
off the dribble. And here is another full court pressure. Wall pushes ahead to Bruns. Loses it on his way up, but he is fouled. So in a way, he gets a little bailed out on the play. As this junior from Chickasaw, Ryan Bruns, will shoot 2. Talked about Bruns. We'll take another look here. As he lost it about right before the contact. Talked about his alma mater, Marion Local, winning their 10th state championship in football. He was quite the football player as well. Very good tight end and defensive player, as you might expect with that frame.
Yeah, was a part of some of those championships as well. So that long string of success for Marion, recent guys, you know, here they're all part of it. And he was part of that. And said his brother part of it as well now.
Back to 11-point lead for the Polar Bears. Scott has been a big part of the offense. Puts up a shot. There's a block by Bruns. Good help defense there as Diorio was guarding him, but Bruns helped over, anticipated the shot. Now with 4 on the night.
4 or 5. Our stats, the online version don't show blocks, but our hand copies that we get do. And he had at least probably 2 now here in the second half.
3 in the first half.
So at least probably 5.
Just before the shot clock goes off, shot is off by Scott. So it goes out of bounds in Northern's basketball.
We've seen Scott hit some big jumpers so far for the Quakers. That one he had to get rid of with the shot clock winding down. As you see, I think the 5th, Diorio out of bounds. They'll give the ball back to the Quakers. Nice pass
to Berger. He's got to watch the person from behind. Berger keeps going. We're going to Bruns.
Good
nice quick pass. Allemeyer. Bruns tries to get it, and they're going to call a foul on Wilmington.
Bruns was up there quite high and got pushed from underneath. Free throws for the Polar Bears.
Bruns also had an interesting matchup in the scrimmage that Ohio Northern had at Toledo. He was against his classmate and teammate, Luke Kanapke, who's playing at Toledo. A redshirt sophomore, but they're in the same class together. So I saw a snapshot, I think, on Twitter of the opening tip of
jumping against
each other. And I'm sure there's I know there's a lot of Marion local people there to watch the game. So proud of their alumni as Bruns rolls it in as we get another look. Again, good position there by Bruns without fouling.
Exactly right, and I didn't really see it, but Scott was kind of acting like, what did I do? Well, when Bruns is in the air, Scott keep pushing his rear end, if you will, underneath Bruns, and you can't displace a rebounder such like that. They call it boxing out, but you got to do it a little bit more inconspicuously when the rebound, if you will, is on the floor, not up in the air. It's too easy of a call there as a foul against Brandon Wall.
Only the second team foul on Ohio Northern, 7 on Wilmington this half. Part of that's caused by the pressure. Some of it's been on rebounds as well. And there's almost a steal. Patrick. And he is now, Patrick's their second leading scorer, has not yet scored. He averages 12.5 points. And that's a big part of their offense. Not untracked yet for Wilmington, and I say yet. A lot of things can happen here. Drive over Bruns. Wilmington with another chance. Patrick with the basketball. Gives it up to Peyton Smith. About 15 minutes to go in this OAC home opener for Ohio Northern. Ball is knocked out of bounds. It will go to Northern.
You mentioned Will Patrick, their second leading scorer. Didn't start or doesn't start. He's only taken 2 shots. He's not been much of a part of the offense. Fitzhands in for Ohio Northern, replacing Diorio.
Ball running the offense. Bruns trying to post up. Turnaround in.
Good touch again. Soft touch, difficult to stop when you're up in the air, that elevation.
16 points to Bruns to lead all scorers for the Polar Bears. Patrick tries to step back and hits the long 2.
You broke the seal, evidently. Has now 1 of 3 from 3-point range. As you mentioned, hadn't scored. Now he's on the board with the triple. Diorio mentioned he checked out. He has 3 fouls for the Polar Bears. Really the only Polar Bear in any type of foul trouble.
Allemeyer lobs to Bruns. Finds position, he's blocked. Gets it back, tries to jam it home. Doesn't make it, but is fouled.
Foul will go against Colin Meyers, a 6'4" freshman.
Bruns at 6'8", 225. We'll get another look here on our Klein's Napa Auto Center replay. I don't think I'd want to stand in his way.
I wouldn't either, and obviously took looks like a shot across the face in the dunk attempt, but been very active, obviously, with the 5 or so block shots. Your coach Bensman's staff there, again, doing a nice job. Bensman, the 2nd season at Ohio Northern, as we mentioned before, a former alumni of Minster, Ohio. We talked about the football program. Bensman graduated in mid-'80s, I would guess, early '80s.
He coached a long time at Reading High School, had a lot of lucks, as well as a state championship down in the Cincinnati area. Shot rolls off. There's Bruns again, now with 19 and a bunch of offensive rebounds.
Well, it's 12 rebounds for Bruns, the 19 points, the 5 block shots. Having a nice night, and still just the 1 personal foul, so able to play very aggressively.
Patrick shot off the mark. It goes out of bounds. Goal to Polar Bears. Wilmington bringing in 3 players, most notably number 14, Andrew Russell, as we have a timeout on the floor on our Viva Maria Italian restaurant. The Polar Bears up by 16. We'll be right back.
Laredo Lanes in Ada offers men's league bowls on Mondays and Wednesday evenings, women's league bowls on Thursday evenings, couples bowls on Friday evenings, kids bowl on Saturday mornings from December through March, Scotch mixed double bowls on the last Saturday of every month, open bowling on Saturday evening, Saturday afternoon reserve the bowling alley for children's birthday parties, and on Sunday, lanes are available to reserve for birthdays of any age as well as for group events. Check out LaredoLanes.com for more info.
Replays here by the Klein's Auto Center, featuring the big guy Ryan Bruns. Been a monster here in the 2nd half.
He's come along with some good quality minutes since the tip-off. Again, didn't get to play a lot in the Capital game. Picked up 3 fouls early in the 1st half. As I mentioned, the literature we have said dominated the 2nd half, so it's important to keep him healthy and out of foul trouble. Tonight they've got both. Just the 1 foul. You know, a number of the other Polar Bears playing well as you mentioned, Joey Diorio, 13 points, continuing to shoot very well from the field, 4 of 7. Also double figures, Brandon Wall, mentioned his first career start tonight with 13. Nate Berger, the leading. He's got a dozen points and has got 6 rebounds and distributed out 3 assists. So although he may not be scoring the 26 a game or so he's capable of, you know, it's a team game, and right now they're working well and have opened this game back up. Remember, it got down to 9 in the earlier part of this half. Now it's back up to 16.
And the key is to maintain this. Wilmington is keeping the full court pressure. The key is to control the ball, not get trapped. Berger did a nice job of getting it to Allemeyer before he got trapped. Gave Wall a little bit of break on bringing the ball.
Nice.
Fitz hands the Bruns.
Wow. Bruns really sold out, posting up. Give credit to Fitzhands coming from the opposite block, getting the ball on the foul line. Quick spin, dump down. Very tough to stop. Assist by Fitzhands.
Drive, Russell gets his rebounded in. Andrew Russell.
Coach Casey Hunt is going to get a technical. He's upset that no foul was called on the block attempt. He might get another one here in a second.
His assistant's trying to stay in the way. He's been upset a lot of the night. Yeah. For really, I think, lack of calls is what.
Yeah, he's obviously, as a coach, you want to stick up for your team, and when you feel your players, offensive players in particular, might be getting hampered on their ability to score, you're going to stick up, and he feels pretty adamantly that there's some contact going on, not getting called.
Nate Berger will hit the first one. Technical, all technicals are now 2, not just the ones on the bench. Berger hits a pair, so extends it to 18 points. And he's still, Casey Hunt not still quite happy. Part of it's probably a frustration is.
Yeah, it's, you want your team to do well, and you want them to score. And
they live this all the whole time when you're a head coach. Doesn't matter what level you're at, college or even high school. It's all the time, and you live it the whole time. You put a lot of work into this. When things aren't going quite well, the frustrations sometimes come out.
Very much so, and you have to be very careful, and it's tough. You don't want to lose your composure, but maybe sometimes they feel that might be when the manager in baseball gets thrown out to spark that.
To spark the team too.
So, within reason, and the officials know they're going to get talked to throughout the game, and the coaches know they're going to talk to the referees. It works both ways, and right now maybe trying to get his team a little extra spark.
Wall was fouled, the 10th team foul, so it'll be double bonus the rest of the way.
Makes it very difficult. Any comeback attempt that Northern will have the 2 shots automatically.
Wall from Columbus Northland High School, freshman. His first start tonight. And now with 14 points, he's done a nice job by and large running the offense and handling the pressure. He can make the lead 20. Unfortunately, it stays at 19.
You mentioned nice job. I don't think he has a turnover yet this game either.
Maybe he got a foul down there.
The offensive foul.
Yeah.
That was here in the second half.
But other than that, freshman's done a nice job. Jones will launch a long 3. Battles for the rebound.
A lot of hands on the basketball there. Good job by the Quakers knocking it away from Bruns.
Smith will take it to the hole and is fouled. Peyton Smith from Purcell Marion High Schools will get another look here in our Klein's Auto Center replay. Smith in between some big guys underneath. This is the first. Back in the lineup, number 10, Jordan Jones from Thurgood Marshall High School. They won a state championship a year or 2 ago. Very deep bench for Wilmington. As Coach Hunt makes a lot of substitutions. Alomar will inbound it. Berger's been handling the ball of late. Ball on the wing here. We'll go all the way to Alomar. That hung in the air for a while, but it was quick enough.
Yeah, it's careful. You got to be, there's a long diagonal pass, and those are sometimes a recipe for interceptions, if you will, but you got to really understand where the defense is at and get enough mustard on the basketball to get it to your receiver, or else it's going to be trouble.
Alomar in trouble, and he travels.
And Coach Benz, he's motioning to Alomar if he got in trouble to call a timeout, I think he said, in those situations. At least it looked like he was when you're trapped right there on the sideline, but the turnover goes against the Polar Bears.
Northern with all 6 timeouts left. Foul from behind on Alomar. Talking about get another look here. Patrick went to the, check that was Jones went to the basket. It's fouled by Alomar. We talk about Alomar, sophomore from Elida. Last year only played in 10 games, and this year he's been starting every game. So big step up this year, as others has had to step up. We talked about the seniors that were lost, and that just tells you came with it and be rewarded.
Yeah, you gotta. They don't draw names out of a hat of who gets to start. So you've got to be doing something to draw the eye of that man right there, Mr. Bentzman, to earn the minutes, and he did what was necessary and gets rewarded. So you got to put the time in if you want to play. And right now, Northern, staying out of foul trouble for the most part, able to kind of grow the lead with this team. It's this 6 or 7 man rotation they have right now, and able to basically avoid having the need to substitute.
Fitzhands finds Berger. Again, nice ball movement.
And give the assist to Fitzhands. He had the nice top down to Bruns a few possessions ago. now hitting their leading scorer, slashing to the basket.
Russell with the three. Wilmington able to get him up with the rebound.
Jordan Jones, nice hands, knocking it away from Berger as he brought the rebound down, but the Quakers can't take advantage of it.
Scott's mark off. Scott's shot off the mark. 18-point lead.
Travel.
Fitzhands will travel.
Shuffled his feet when he caught it.
And then move one more. So 70-52 as we get another look. There's Russell's
There's a
three
defensive
there.
play, right? Nice job coming from the bottom up, as I mentioned. Good way to avoid the foul as the ball's coming down, poke your hand up. 99% of the times you'll be safe.
Russell with a
defensively.
shot and in. Nice pass that times by Jones to Andrew Russell. Stands for the three-point play. Russell, a 6'7" junior from Columbus, Ohio Central Crossing High School. Look in the roster, as you'd expect. It's a lot of players from the Columbus area, some in Cincinnati. Is Wilmington kind of halfway in between there.
No sense of technical was called. I think Ohio Northern's been whistled for 4 fouls, maybe 3, but not that that had anything to do with it. But you mentioned maybe the coach, Casey Hunt, a little upset with not getting the call. Not saying that these calls were makeup calls, but there's been some whistles here and some contact, I think, but just FYI.
Wilmington drops into a zone here, 2-3 zone. They played a little bit of that at the end of the first half, and Northern had a little trouble with that. Berger will launch a three. It's way off the mark.
Well, that time the defensive zone defense, that is, paid off nicely for the Quakers. That would have been a huge shot for that triple to go down, especially after kind of a poor possession for the Polar Bears. They'll look to maybe get a little bit more ball movement here. Spacing is so critical.
Fitzhands can't get it to roll, just roll off the front of the rim. Quakers on the attack. Good ball movement around the arc. They try to get it to the scorer, Jones. There's Jordan Jones now. Gives it to Russell, another travel. Several travels here. That was, looks like a very quick one there. I don't think Russell agreed with that one either.
Diorio with the 3 fouls back into the game, replacing Fitzhands. Again, that's 2 possessions now where Ohio Northern, the first one not so good. They took a kind of a deep shot. Third possession here, the pass, and
there's a steal and a steal right back. Berger got stolen by Jones and stole the pass right back. Spin move, Bruns is fouled. So Bruns will go to the line to shoot another 2 foul shots. Bruns leads all scorers with 21 points.
5 of 9 from the free throw line, a little bit under, I believe, his average on the season.
Not his season high. He had 36 against Defiance earlier this year. Defiance is a common opponent between these two teams. Bruns hits the first one. Wilmington smoked Defiance by 28 earlier this year. Ohio Northern beat him by just 12. And I saw that and I was like, it's going to be a pretty even game here. But right now, Polar Bears with a 16-point lead as Bruns hits a pair.
Now 7 of 11 from the line. A very good free throw shooter, Ryan Bruns is, 82%. Again, he's only got fouled a lot, so you need to capitalize with the free throws when you get those opportunities.
Jones takes it to the hole, and now with 19 for Jones, but still a 15-point lead.
And no press, they back up now half court into the zone defense.
Trying to find Bruns there. Stolen away by Russell. Wilmington the other way. They're about at the point where they need to start making a run. They want to make this competitive. Russell through the lane, able to keep the basketball. It to Lewis. And Kevin Lewis with the triple.
Good shot by Lewis. They're keeping his balance. Had to hesitate once, reload. Kept good rhythm going and hit a big triple, and it's back to 12. Again, it's been a Ohio Northern just cannot put away the Quakers. Their biggest lead had been 19. It's down to 12.
Wall tries to go to Bruns. He gets tied up, and the possession arrow favors Wilmington.
Big possession here for the Quakers in the green. It'll be a big possession here. Yeah. A basket, especially a triple, cut that lead back into single digits.
You see seemed like a subtle shift in momentum, but momentum's only as good as the next possession.
Each team now with 13 turnovers.
Scott, double team, passes up ahead, down low to Meyers. And Meyers will shoot 2.
Good ball movement by the Quakers, and again, a chance now to score. Clock stopped, makes it a good chance for them to kind of get a rest, if you will, but knock down some shots, get this lead back to 10.
Meyers, a 6'4" freshman from Oberlin, Ohio, Firelands High School, and Kristen Williams will check in the lineup for the Polar Bears. He's getting another look on the last play.
Allmeyer, his 3rd foul, so that'd be one of the reasons, maybe give him a few minutes out, not to pick up the 4th. I'm sorry, that's his 4th foul, so that's probably the reason why he went out at the basically the 8-minute mark.
Our Viva Maria Italian Restaurant scoreboard now down to a 10-point lead for ONU, 72-62. Under 8 minutes to go. Diorio, yes.
Well, again, not a lot of action going on, and you get a shot like that, and the offense looks super. If you miss it, then you got to start scratching your head. What can we do against the zone defense? And Diorio, kind of fresh off the bench, hadn't really touched the ball much for a few minutes, able to hit the deep 3.
Scott off the mark. Wall with basket. That was a big by Diorio. The momentum was shifting a little bit. Way to break a zone. If you hit the 3, you'll get out of the zone.
Diorio in the far corner asking for the ball, if they can get it to him. Now
there he does. He has it. That one hits the side of the backboard, but another shot clock.
A tip by Bruns out, and luckily for the Polar Bears, they were able to run it down in a fresh 30-second shot clock you mentioned.
Drive by Wall. Oh, and follow.
Joey Diorio hurt him with an outside jumper, but hanging around the rim, his 8th rebound gives him his 18th point.
77-62. 6.5 to go.
5 unanswered points by the Polar Bears, all by Joey Diorio.
3 by Patrick. And we'll have a timeout on the floor, 30-second timeout. Gives us a chance to thank our sponsors for ONU basketball. Thank them for making this telecast possible. As you look at the Klein's Auto Center replay, we see the Diorio 3. We'd like to thank our sponsors, Norada Lanes, ONU, HCF Management, Stolly Insurance, J&R Auto, Four Seasons Drive-Thru, Custom Audio Concepts, our sponsors here tonight. Our replay sponsor and also our halftime and postgame report sponsor, Klein's Napa Auto Center. And on our scoreboard sponsor this year, Viva Maria Italian Restaurant. And on that scoreboard, ONU withstanding a little bit of a rally, still leading by 12.
Yeah, the 12-point lead may seem like a lot, but they had it up to 19, and Quakers have whittled it down to 10. So the Quakers have been a nice, efficient, they've been aggressive on defense for full court pressure. Then they, of all things, fall back into half-court zone, and basically, except for that move there and a Diorio triple and a 2-point basket by him, and really slowed down the Ohio Northern offense for a few possessions. In the meantime, they came down and scored. So Quakers not willing to go away. Again, a big game for them to avoid going 0-2 and trying to battle against a very good Ohio Northern team.
NKTelco Sports and its sponsors are pleased to bring you replay of men's college basketball on Channel 3 or in HD on Channel 503 on NKTelco. The replay times are Thursday, December 7th at 8 p.m. and Friday, December 8th at 6 p.m. And you can watch this game and all of our games on demand anytime you want at nktelco.net. Giving that a couple replays here of the Quaker scores. See Kristen Jones as the offense has gone a lot through him. See the 3 by Lewis.
You mentioned that drive by Kristen Jones, 21 points now. That's, I believe, right, that's actually a few points above his average. Kristen Jones is had a nice offensive game, and the last bucket by the Quakers was by their second leading scorer, Will Patrick, who had been kind of held in check. But his triple there gave him now 5 points. And so you got some scorers on the Quakers team, some guys that can hit it from the outside. So they're capable of, diving into this lead if Ohio Northern, A, doesn't take care of the basketball, and B, doesn't take good shots. So a lot of time left for the Quakers. Big possession here, though, for the Polar Bears. Following that timeout, everyone kind of with fresh legs now.
Dorio got the basketball, and there was 2 Quakers right on him. And this time he's open. This is a little too strong. Williams with the rebound.
Back-to-back possessions. Ohio Northern's come up following a missed three-point shot, able to keep it alive. Bruns pushed it out the last time. This time Kristen Williams secures it to give them a new 30-second shot clock. Extend the possession and come away with points.
Williams and Fitzhands have done a nice job, along with Hawkins come off the bench, and a nice move. Nate Berger.
Second chance opportunity. Didn't happen right away, but remember, that was following a missed shot. The Quakers couldn't come away with a rebound. Berger cashes in for his 18th point.
Lead back to 14. Patrick, long on the 3. Wall with the rebound. Northern needs to take care of the basketball and run their offense. As Quakers stay in that zone. Berger in some trouble, able to keep it and put up a shot. He doesn't jump high, he barely gets off the floor, but
that's
a quick
what makes
release.
it so frustrating as a defender. He's 5 feet 10 inches and able to basically score, shooting a set shot, so to speak. Now, it's just quick release, and the rhythm and everything just much faster than the defense is ready for.
3 by Lewis. He's hit a couple in the last couple minutes. Talked about Berger having a quiet night. Well, he's got a quiet 20 points. A lot of people would like to be that quiet.
That's exactly right. A little bit below his average, though, but still 20 points and a lot of game left. You got to think he's going to get a couple more touches, and they're going to need someone to continue to score. And this game's not over. I don't know if 81's enough to win it right now, with a team as the Quakers that can maybe knock down, or they're capable of hitting down some shots. There's that.
The shot there by Berger, just a quick floater. It's he's only 5'10",
and he shot that over Andrew Russell, number 14, who's 6 feet 7 inches tall. So I mean, you got to get rid of it quickly, and when the defense isn't ready, and it's a knack, and he's able to do it.
Kristen Williams on the foul line again, just his second game on the basketball hardwood floor.
Played in the Capital game 10 minutes and shot a free throw. Now shot 2 free throws in that game, so yet to make a foul shot this season.
Allemeyer ready to check in. If Williams makes this foul shot, I always wonder if you notice that, do you make it or do you miss it on purpose so you can play a little bit longer? So probably want to just make it.
You better make it. You never know. Every point counts, and like I said, I don't know yet if 82 is going to be enough to win it yet. I think the Quakers have ability to get some points on the board, and it's a funny game. Good shots don't always go in.
Yes.
And sometimes bad shots go in. So it's a nature of the bounce, if you will, and who's going to make the plays and not turn the ball over.
And the college game is a little longer. It's
40
more
minutes,
possessions. It's not a 32-minute game where a lot of players can play the whole game, though. A lot of the Polar Bears have played a lot of this game. I'm not sure if some of them have come out of this game. I don't know if Bruns has come out of the game. I don't think Berger has.
And then you get a foul away from the ball on Brandon Wall. Right, take that back.
We're going to.
There was a foul, I think, called.
Oh, the coach got another technical, it looks like.
There was a foul on Ohio Northern. There's a foul and a technical.
Oh, wait a minute. There's a foul.
So there'll be, and that was called on Wall, number 1.
They'll first shoot the foul shots, or they shoot the technical first?
I think the foul shots first, because the technical, well, I lied.
Technical would give it back to Ohio Northern. I don't know if it matters, but this is what they're doing. So Berger makes this.
So one shot.
Just one shot. Isn't a technical always 2 shots?
I don't know. I thought when he called the technical, he made his like a number 3 symbol, but there is not a number 3.
But possession arrow is going to stay. Not sure, but it looks like here's a 1-and-1. Guess you do the 1-and-1 after this. So it'll be live ball after shot here by Isles. And Bruns had it, but lost it, and DeOrio is there. Under 4 to go. 15-point lead.
Quite a bit of a conversation going on between Casey Hunt and one of the officials. That's usually not a good sign when the official's still talking. But right now the Polar Bears need to take care of their business, not get caught up in what's going on.
DeOrio long.
Brandon Wall comes up limping a little bit.
Isles passing a nice pass to Jones again. Jones now over 20. And lead to 13. Alomar through traffic. The Elida graduate. Now setting up the offense, gives it up to Berger. Berger drives.
Oh, nice
Ball
hands.
stripped from behind, but goes out of bounds, so we'll stay with Northern.
DJ Isles with the defense knew where Berger was going to put the ball and able to strip it away. Take another look here. He actually trailed, but doing a nice job as had to kind of alter the shot when he put it on the left side. Isle able to knock it out.
Wall will leave, limping a little bit as Fitzhands will take his place.
Fitzhands looks inside for Bruns and couldn't get it to him.
Alomar kicks it out.
And there's
a foul, offensive foul on the drive on Alomar. And that's his 5th foul.
Charge was taken by number 5, DJ Isles. Isles has had a couple good defensive plays in that possession, knocked the ball out of bounds, and then ultimately draws the 5th and final foul for Alomar. Kristen Williams into the game for Al Myers. You see the contact there underneath the basket.
Jones up with another shot.
Well defended by Kristen Williams, and again, 11-point lead.
Still some basketball to play, 2:45 to go.
Remember, Almeyer went out. Wall's on the bench with a little bit of an injury, so you need guys now that haven't had to really run the offense.
Right.
And there's 2.5 minutes to go. Now you hear guys run the offense.
Yes, and then Donner hasn't played the whole game, and just that one person can make a difference. But it'll be Berger at the line shooting 2 with 11-point lead with 2:37 to go. We'll get a chance to talk to Coach Bensman at the end of this game for some quick comments and his thoughts. Hopefully the Polar Bears can hold on to their lead and go to 4-2.
Always more fun to talk to coaches after a victorious game.
And a timeout on the floor by the Polar Bears. You're watching men's college basketball on NKTelco Sports.
Let Burton's Ridge Assisted Living help you find that perfect apartment you've always dreamed of. Located in a serene, wooded area with breathtaking views and different apartment styles to choose from, you'll feel right at home in this beautiful setting. Burton's Ridge is more than just assisted living. It's a place for you to call home. To learn more about Burton's Ridge, call 419-228-8412 or go online at burtonsridge.com.
J&R Auto Repair Service is a full-service preventative maintenance and automotive repair center. Family owned and operated, we perform high-quality, guaranteed service you can trust at a fair price. Trust J&R for all your automotive service needs.
At Four Seasons Drive-Thru, we offer weekly specials that are sure to satisfy all appetites. Monday through Thursday, come in to enjoy our daily lunch specials. Friday is our Get It Till It's Gone fish special. Friday and Saturday, grab a 16-inch 3-item pizza, 10 wings, and a 2-liter for just $20. Sunday, we also have a 3-piece chicken for $5 and a 16-piece for $20. Four Seasons Drive-Thru, great drinks, great food, wonderful service, and amazing prices.
There's some replays, some Quaker shots and baskets brought to you by Klein's Auto Center.
They've done a nice job. They've scored and they've cut into the lead as Kristen Jones, number 2, going in, leads his team with 23 points. And never give up Quaker attitude. They trail by 13, time becoming a factor now for the Quakers, Dave. And Northern, if they play smart, they should walk away with a victory, but got to continue to play sound, solid defense, force difficult shots.
Lewis is shot off the mark. Russell with a follow, and he will go down on the floor. Hopefully he's okay. Go the other end, 5-on-4. They'll call a push off on DeOrio. And on the other end, Russell is still down underneath the Wilmington basket.
So a foul against Diorio, and down on the floor, I believe it was Andrew Russell. He took either a finger in the eye or an elbow. He's been down since he got an offensive rebound, which hadn't happened much in this half for the Quakers. And
so the players the trainers attending to him right now.
That charge foul on Diorio.
Take a little bit of the replays.
Right
You
there,
see that, you can see. Just one of those, they always say basketball's a non-contact sport. I'm not sure I agree, but, looks like he will be okay.
And the foul against Diorio down at the other end, his fourth foul, but because it's team control, no free throws. So it'll be Quaker basketball. And see if Brandon Wall, who comes back into the game, good sign for the Polar Bears. The injury not severe enough to keep him out, and he'll challenge to come up a little bit just to force the Quakers to pick the ball up to start the offense.
They get it to Kristen Jones to the hoop. He'll shoot 2.
Kristen Williams with the reach-in foul.
Leading scorers tonight for the Polar Bears, Berger and Bruns both with 23, Diorio with 18, and Brandon Wall with 14 in his first start. Kristen Jones leads all scorers now with 24. A senior from Hamilton, Ohio, and Hamilton High School. Over 1,000 points in his career at Wilmington.
Mentioned playing smart, fouling the Quakers right now. Not a good
there's
idea.
A steal.
And they create a turnover.
Jones and 1.
A tough break for Williams. He got the pass stolen, tried to defend, and
so
when
really
contact in the hoop, the bucket counts.
Like a quick 5 points here between the free throws, the steal, 3-point play. Kristen Jones back on the line. There's the 3-point play. We will have a timeout on the floor. We'll take a look at the replay watched by Klein's Auto Center. Nice steal, tip, and save by Lewis, and he gets to Jones, and he gets it to roll. Timeout on the floor. You're watching Polar Bear basketball on NKTelco Sports.
So how do you like to watch your sports? Whether it's indoors or outdoors, let Custom Audio Concepts help build your stadium.
Trust us.
NKTelco, a small-town company with a big focus on customer service. We build business the old-fashioned way.
Trust us to be your internet provider.
Trust us to help you find the right cable package for your viewing needs.
Trust us to answer your questions any time of the day.
Trust NKTelco to be on call. Deliver and make sure your service is tailored to meet your needs.
We serve commercial and residential customers to meet their communication needs. Trust us at NKTelco.
Trust us.
While the men's are winning at home here against Wilmington, let's get an update on the women's score for ONU.
Ohio Northern at Wilmington. 5 minutes to go in the ball game. A commanding 61-38 lead. Again, the pressure, the double team giving the Polar Bears men's trouble defense. A 32nd timeout. And stay here, the lady Polar Bears, if you will, on top 61-38. They ironically opened up a big second quarter. They were tied 16 apiece at the end of one quarter. Remember, women's basketball plays quarters, and played well in the second and third quarters to open up their big lead. So far, leading the way for the Polar Bears, Tori West with 14 points, Amy Bullimore with 13. The Polar Bears, that one loss, that opening season loss against Bluffton. Remember, that was Bluffton, Ohio, but it was in Chicago. Have responded nicely to win their next games, if you will, and they have a good squad and will be expected to finish near the top and battle for the OAC conference title.
We're having some women's games on this docket coming up here on NKTelco Sports and also WOSN Live. Polar Bears with a little pressure Bruns almost traveled, but kept his pivot foot, and they give it up. With the steal, Isles, an 8-point lead. Jones kicks it out to Jordan Jones, a floater and in, down to 6.
Good comeback by the Quakers. Polar Bears.
And there's another steal from behind.
Sloppy
3-on-1, Jones misses it. Isles with the rebound, or Russell I should say. Drive to the hoop, and we have foul. That'll be a 2-shot foul. And all of a sudden, with a couple foul shots, it could be a 4-point game. 17, 18 turnovers against the Polar Bears. Have not been able to take care of the basketball. The pressure has been relentless, and even with the double teams, Ohio Northern's had difficulty. Again, it's hard to see down on the court, but they have not been able to take advantage of that open guy and able to take advantage of the numbers game, if you will, with the double team. Get another replay here. You see the knock, steal from behind. And Jones did miss that one. But Jordan Jones eventually gets fouled there on his way to the hoop. He made the first one. Makes both with 1:28. Travis Fitzhands checked in. We'll have another timeout. And on our Viva Maria Italian restaurant scoreboard, just a 4-point lead for Ohio Northern.
Yeah, and they're going to, I mentioned earlier, I don't know if 81 points was enough to win the game. They're going to have to finish and execute. They haven't played very well the past couple minutes, and they would like to get this win today to go to 2-0. They've got some tough games coming up. Mount Union here at home. Then they go at John Carroll on December 16th. So those are some big name schools. I mean, they're all big.
Yeah.
But you know, you want to walk out. You hate to lose home games, and you got to finish. It's a long 40-minute game, as you mentioned, Dave. You have some minutes in there where you don't play clean, but you got to figure a way to stop that negative momentum, create something positive, and take care of the basketball and score the ball on the other end. But they're going to be facing a very aggressive defense.
DeOrio go to Bruns, trying to clear some space, hands it off to Berger. Berger is fouled. There's a guy you want on the foul line. As Northern's been stuck on 85. Their season average, I believe, is 86.
They're at 86, and I'd like for them to pad that average a little bit. 85 right now. Not for sure if Wilmington was trying to foul Bruns or not. There was a lot of yelling going on when he caught the ball. I thought they were saying foul, but Bruns, a decent, very good free throw shooter actually coming into the game, but they end up fouling Nate Berger, who's maybe even a better free throw shooter.
He didn't jinx him on the first one, at least, as he makes it. They get their season average. Now Berger with 24.
And Berger an 81% free throw shooter coming in. Bruns 82% coming in. So Ohio Northern kept the ball in those two players' hands, and you like to have that happen with your best shooters touching the basketball.
Wilmington needs to score quickly. We're down to 1:17 to go. Backdoor cut, Jordan Jones. Lefty shot off the mark. Big rebound by Berger.
Golden opportunity for the Quakers. Looked like they had a sure layup attempt, and they couldn't get it off in time. And when they do, they miss the shot.
Now playing keep away. Ohio Northern does not need to score, and they're content to hold it. And unbelievably, Wilmington's not fouling or anything right now. Shot clock is at 12. They get it down low to Bruns. Hook shot is fouled.
Might have been nice if that shot could have dropped, a little momentum booster, but again, Berger went to the line the last trip, made 2 free throws. You have a very good shooter, and Bruns now will get fouled here. Watch the Klein's auto center or Napa auto replays. He will try to convert here with the clock stopped and build that lead back up to 9.
And the Polar Bears ran off some nice time there on that possession. Berger able to get that rebound and just be able to play keep away and killed over half, 2/3 of the shot clock.
Unless they feel, well, this free throw here would actually make it an 8-point lead, unless they feel with 48 seconds and 4 timeouts that they've got enough time to foul and get timeouts that they can stop the clock. Did not elect to foul right away, but Ohio Northern does exactly the opposite. So Coach Bentzman not happy with that, and Quakers a chance here to gain a point as Bruns hit on 1 of 2 foul shots.
You see DJ Isles driving, 5'10" senior from Fayetteville Perry High School. Misses the first one, and something that Wilmington cannot afford with only 42.9 seconds to go in our Viva Maria Italian restaurant scoreboard.
Wilmington 23 of 28 on that, coming down now 23 of 30, so they missed both opportunities.
Bruns with the rebound. Berger. Wall down to 32 seconds. There's a 10-second count. Wow, that seemed quick.
Sean Grady, number 10 for the Polar Bears, in for Fitzhands.
Another
junior
point
from
guard.
Eastlake North High School out of Willowick, his hometown, and it'll be an interesting final 30 seconds.
Jones off the mark and a big rebound down to 24 seconds. And
there's the foul you talked about. Time running out on the Quakers. They cut it down to what, 4 or was the final, or the closest, or 6? I think it was 4 or 6.
I think it was down to 4. It was down to 4. It was 85-81. Then Berger got fouled in the backcourt, hit 2 foul
You're right.
shots.
But then Bruns hit 1 of 2.
Yes. Berger hits it, and he is now over his average of 25. We talked about
the quiet.
He had, for a while, he didn't need to score, and the senior steps up when needed. Come big foul shots down the stretch.
Well, the Quakers, they trailed by 19 with 12.5 minutes to go in the game. There's a block and a foul from behind this time on Bruns, but the Quakers, a 19-point deficit, probably not going to get it done here. You'd hope there's enough time. So a foul committed by the Polar Bears, and these are important. They missed their last 2 free throws at this kind of position, if you will, a chance to score the shot. The clock stopped, and this time they do make the first foul shot.
Fitzhands will come back in for Grady. Lead at 8. Polar Bears trying to go to 2-0 in the OAC. It's the second, still a 3-possession game. They can play keep away. Wilmington might let them to dribble out the clock. Wall in some trouble. We'll call timeout with 7.7 seconds to go.
Yeah, this one I think Ohio Northern will survive. And, the 40-minute game, you talk about the length, Dave, and the stretches you go through, and you want to bounce back and end on a good note. And Northern appears that they've withstood the rush and will win today's game and go head into Mount Union with a 2-0 OAC record.
We will have that game live on WOSN here, NKTelco Sports Crew here.
2 o'clock tip-off.
2 o'clock tip-off. And Mount Union, one of those teams that traditionally of course, their record in football, but they're always good in basketball as well. Good athletes, and so that'll be a big test there.
And then no easy test going on the road to John Carroll.
Yeah, they're
usually at the top as well.
Yeah, they had the best overall record as well as John Carroll. Already with a win over Capital, is always usually near the top. Win here against Wilmington, you can take care of business. Mount Union, John Carroll, can't look too far ahead right now. Got to be happy. Hit 90 here. At times it got a little bit hairy, got it down to 4 points, but again, they were playing shorthanded. Donner with an injury issue.
And Olimar fouling out, and so have survived. They said it was a run. You've got to give credit to the Quakers. They've made Ohio Northern at times when you think it could open up and just be a walkaway. It was 19-point spread with 12.5 to go, and got down to 4 with under a couple minutes. So nice comeback.
Wall will go in for the basket, and that will do it. 5 seconds to go. Last shot there by Jones with 0.7 seconds.
You should have a pleasant interview with Coach Bentzman.
On their Viva Maria Italian Restaurant scoreboard, Polar Bears 92, Quakers 83.
While the Polar Bears shake hands, Dave will hustle down to the end of the court and gather words from Coach Bentzman. The Polar Bears go to 4-2 overall, 2-0 in the AOAC, and they did so on a fine performance night offensively, scoring 92 points. 6 more than their season average of 86, and held off a very aggressive, feisty Wilmington Quakers ball club that will fall to 3-4 overall and 0-2 in the OAC. A good battle here at home for the Polar Bears, and more importantly, a win for the Orange and Black.
Got a little bit hairy at the end, but congratulations on the win.
Thanks. Yeah, we got a little sloppy with it. We got to be able to handle pressure with a little more composure and a little more poise. So we got a little sloppy with it, but they put pressure on you to speed you up, to get you out of your stuff, and they do a good job with that. And they always have. They're well coached in that respect. But we just, I think we got a little sloppy with it, with that pressure that they put on us. And execute a little bit better at the end. So.
And you're also short-handed tonight. A lot of players had to make some extra minutes, and your bench came through when they needed.
Yeah, we're still a maturation process with this team. You know, we lost 4 seniors that had a lot of college minutes when they graduated. This team's pretty good. We feel they're just as good, but they don't have that experience together. And we're still kind of growing and finding what the team's going to be like. So, and I think there's a lot of guys that can play. So, and of course, we just found out right before game time that we lost Daniel Donner to some sort of nerve in his foot. We think he'll be back, but so then we had to make some adjustments.
Well, Coach, thanks for your time.
Yep.
Congrats on the win.
Appreciate it. Thanks.
The Polar Bears defeat Wilmington College to go to 2-0 in the OAC. We'll be right back to wrap it up here on NKTelco Sports.
In business since 1986, Klein's Auto Parts and Repair Center has been the go-to place for auto repairs. Our store is well stocked with the best Napa parts. Our Napa Auto Repair Center is a full-service garage located right next door. Check out these specials. With locations in Ada and Kenton, you are never far from quality auto parts.
Nareda Lanes in Ada offers men's league bowls on Mondays and Wednesday evenings, women's league bowls on Thursday evenings, couples bowls on Friday evenings, kids bowl on Saturday mornings from December through March, Scotch mixed double bowls on the last Saturday of every month, open bowling on Saturday evening, Saturday afternoon reserve the bowling alley for children's birthday parties, and on Sunday, lanes are available to reserve for birthdays of any age as well as for group events. Check out NaredaLanes.com for more info.
Let Burton's Ridge Assisted Living help you find that perfect apartment you've always dreamed of. Located in a serene, wooded area with breathtaking views and different apartment styles to choose from, you'll feel right at home in this beautiful setting. Burton's Ridge is more than just assisted living. It's a place for you to call home. To learn more about Burton's Ridge, call 419-228-8412 or go online at burtonsridge.com.
J&R Auto Repair Service is a full-service preventative maintenance and automotive repair center. Family-owned and operated, we perform high-quality, guaranteed service you can trust at a fair price. Trust J&R for all your automotive service needs.
At Four Seasons Drive-Thru, we offer weekly specials that are sure to satisfy all appetites. Monday through Thursday, come in to enjoy our daily lunch specials. Friday is our Get It Till It's Gone fish special. Friday and Saturday, grab a 16-inch 3-item pizza, 10 wings, and a 2-liter for just $20. Sunday, we also have a 3-piece chicken for $5 and a 16-piece for $20. Four Seasons Drive-Thru, great drinks, great food, wonderful service, and amazing prices.
So how do you like to watch your sports? Whether it's indoors or outdoors, let Custom Audio Concepts help build your stadium.
Welcome back to the Klein's Napa Auto Center post-game report as the Polar Bears are victorious on our Viva Maria Italian Restaurant scoreboard. The Polar Bears with a 92-83 win over Wilmington College as they go to 2-0 in the OAC. 4-2 overall on this season with our final numbers, Mr. Jeff Henshin.
Well, it's a good outing for the offense tonight for the Polar Bears. They shoot 28 of 61 from the field compared to 25 of 64 for Wilmington. Didn't shoot the 3-ball very effectively tonight, just 5 of 22 for Ohio Northern. Wilmington used that 3-point shooting to get back into the game late a little bit. 8 of 23. Both teams, a number of foul shots taken. Both teams shot pretty well from the free throw line. Ohio Northern took advantage of their free throws down the stretch, making 31 of 41 for the game. Wilmington, 25 of 32, missed 2 big ones late in the game following Ohio Northern's missed free throw. Couldn't take advantage of the score deficit then, could the Quakers, but do end up 25 of 32, a nice percentage there. Rebounding margin in favor of Ohio Northern by 14, 48 to 34. And the turnovers, which Coach Bensman alluded to in your interview, Dave, that's that pressure you got to be able to handle. And for a long time tonight, Ohio Northern did not have as many turnovers as Wilmington did. Late in the game, that pressure came up and caused some issues for the Ohio Northern offense. They'll have to work on that. They're going to face a lot of pressure throughout this OAC season, and you can quickly see how those turnovers can cause or lead to baskets by the enemy, and that's how Quakers got back in the contest, but Ohio Northern prevails in the end, and leading the way for the Polar Bears. They were led in scoring tonight by their leading scorer all year, just above his average of 26. Nate Berger finishes with 27. He was followed up by Ryan Bruns with 24, 18 from Joey DiOrio, 16 from Brandon Wall, 4 points from Travis Fitzhands, 2 from Austin Allemeyer, and 1 from Kristen Williams, with their total of 92. And for the Wilmington Quakers, game-high scores with 30 points belongs to Kristen Jones. He finishes, as I said, with 30. 3 other players in double figures for Wilmington. They were Jordan Jones with 12, 11 points apiece from Nathan Scott and Andrew Russell, their total of 83. And some other stats, positive stats for the Polar Bears. You mentioned the points, 27 from Berger. Nate Bruns finishes with 6 block shots, also pulled down 14 rebounds, so double-double, nearly a triple-double with the blocks, 24 points, 14 boards, 6 block shots. Also nearing a double-double was Joey DiOrio. He finishes 9 rebounds, had those 18 points I talked about, also handed out 5 assists, had a couple blocks himself and a steal. Some good numbers from him, and just all around enough gutty performance by the Polar Bears to hold off this very aggressive Quaker team from Wilmington College.
Polar Bears go to 4-2 overall, 2-0 in the OAC, as we mentioned. They will be hosting Mount Union on Saturday at 2 o'clock. That'll be covered by NKTelco Sports. We'll have that also live on WOSN. So, good win for the Polar Bears. Thought Coach Bensman's comments were enlightening. Talked about had the short bench tonight with Donner being hurt. He's like, they feel like I feel like we have a lot of talent on this team, but it's a maturation process. And he's trying to deepen his bench a little bit, a little bit of rotation. But we saw those players tonight. The starters are strong. Brandon Wall came off the bench.
Nice
It's a
job.
big game. The players are there. They're an exciting team to watch.
They're fun. They play a pretty good tempo. They play under control. They make shots. They can do it from all over. They got guys that can score from multiple positions. So you never know. And as it turned out tonight, it was the same 3 with Berger, Bruns, and DiOrio doing the scoring. But the other guys you mentioned, Fitzhands, didn't get a lot of minutes, but we saw him late in the game make a couple great passes, just those ooh and ah looks, if you will, that kind of help his teammates score the ball. And that's, the bits and pieces that all add up to this puzzle. And Coach Bruns' team, or Coach Bensman's team, doing a nice job here and looking great, or looking off to a nice start with that 2-0 start here in the OAC.
Congratulations, Coach Benson and the Polar Bears on their win this evening. I'd like to thank some people here. Our scoreboard sponsor, Viva Maria Italian Restaurant, our replay sponsor, and also our sponsor for our halftime and postgame report, Klein's Napa Auto Center. Our van crew, Isaac Sell, Scott Robinson, Daniel Allen. Our camera crew, Tyler Wolf, Kirk Kuffner, and Patrick Toller. My partner, Jeff Hench, and I'm Dave Kanapke. Thanks for watching tonight, watching ONU's victory here on NKTelco Sports.